That was Sebastian holding that. I hope that's not what my camera looks like. He's old. That was Sebastian holding our sign. We got a new tripod. It's much larger than the other one, so here we are. There's Sebastian. We're going to head out here and see what Keith has for us. I want to apologize for last Monday. I was not here. I got some stuff going on, so we will try to not schedule those things on Monday. There's Keith.
Why, hello.
Do a little drive-by of stuff here.
Doing a little studying, getting ready for school.
Oh, he did it. He said the S word. Oh, we're so much taller.
We know it's coming. I am?
Sure, Keith.
I'm not. Alright, so we are getting...
can. You keep talking while we play with
Well,
this.
keep playing with this. I'm going to be all over the place. So, realizing that we're getting back to school, we should probably do some back-to-school cocktails, and I figured this would be a perfect chance to do coffee cocktails. So we can combine so many of our favorite things, maybe not necessarily in the morning.
I'm going to let you play with it.
I think we'll get the drift. I don't like when you say that to Sebastian.
It's a brand new tripod.
Phrasing, Tara.
Sebastian's on top of it.
That's even worse. Yeah,
I was in broadcasting class once.
Yeah.
I believe
Him.
So, we're going to start by making a classic. We're going to do it with an espresso martini.
Yay!
And with all martinis, there's the same first step. And that is going to be take your glass, fill it with ice water, and that'll get it nice and chilly while we do the rest of it. It's kind of like trying to make an instant frosted glass.
So,
while
yeah,
we're
if
working
you're
on
not
it.
one of those people who remembers to put your glasses in the freezer, this is a very quick way to do it.
Yeah, it's simple, and it just cleans out the glass at the same time, which is nice. So, in this classic, we're going to be doing vodka, 2 ounces. We will be doing, and this is one that's not normal, but I like to add it to mine because that
I think it's a good call.
chocolate just pumps it up a little bit. So, we're going to be doing a 1/2 ounce creme de cacao. We're going to be doing 1 ounce of Kahlua. Now, honestly, there is a coffee liqueur we like a bit more. Kahlua is classic, but it's very sweet.
It's a little syrupy.
Yeah, so it's really great for like White Russians.
Yes.
But when we start doing these cocktails, there's one called Mr. Black. And it is, you'll hear Tara and I refer to a lot of these spirits. We like the ones that are less sweet because we know how to make things sweeter. Mm-hmm. But there's the flavors that we're wanting to look for. But in this case, that Kahlua is going to be classic. It's going to do a great job.
Quite honestly, if you're going to ask for this out,
You're
this is
going to
what they're gonna
probably
have.
get Kahlua.
yeah.
And then, thanks to Langatang Cafe, we got 1 ounce of room temperature espresso.
Nice, yes. Lang Tang's right around the corner.
Fantastic.
Great coffee over there.
Came in and pitched this Monday. They were also, I guess, getting a lot of teachers getting caffeinated this morning. So
Good
that
for
was,
them. It's
that was
time.
smart. It was needed.
I'm really sorry, teachers. I know that the S word is...
We love our educators.
Yeah,
We need
I just
you.
know that this is a rough... It's always a rough start.
Yeah. Take. And we're going to get pretty frosty.
So sometimes you have to shake longer.
I like it. You can start even that coffee starts creating a bit of a foam in there, which you really want. And then
Make
no
sure you
longer
dump
need
that
our
out
ice water.
first.
Yeah, you're not going to want this to go into there.
Sebastian's probably going to like this one.
I think Sebastian's going to like a lot
That's fair.
of the ones we're doing today.
So this is... We figured we would do some pretty... They're a little stiff. They're a little caffeinated.
They're everything all of our teacher friends
All of the things
need.
our educators need this week.
And
All right,
if
that's
we
pretty.
felt extra fancy, we'd be able to do a
So you could put
coffee
an
beans on top.
espresso
Yeah.
bean. I've also seen just a little, if you want to go the other way, a little spray cream, you know.
Yeah. That's probably the classiest looking one I've done for my times at the daiquiri bar when they were a little more desserty.
Yeah. See, to me, these are dessert. These are like I had a really big meal and I want one drink.
I mean extensively desserty. This is tasteful desserty.
Yes, this is. Well, that was my nickname in high school.
Or tastefully desserty.
Wink.
Oh damn, though, that's good.
No, that is really good. All right, this is gonna go off camera for a minute.
It's gonna disappear.
I don't even know where off camera is now with the new tripod. I used to have a sense of.
Here, somewhere.
I used to have a sense of knowledge.
You're half right.
Thank you, Sebastian. All right, what's next?
So this.
Isn't it? Let's walk it over to Briley. Very coffee. But you like iced coffee.
I like iced coffees.
So think of like iced coffee now with vodka.
Yeah, but with vodka. How we all want to think about
How
it.
you all want to think about iced coffee?
Wow, I like coffee.
Yay!
Yeah. Isn't that nice?
Wow, that's actually really pleasant.
All right.
It is. This one's lovely. Okay.
So now we're going to be taking...
I'll put it over here. What do I do?
Wow.
Nobody pay attention to me.
That's okay, because I'm making a favorite of mine.
You need that then.
I know I'm going to need that. So this is going to be a coffee Negroni. We couldn't not do gin. And I found this recipe and I'm like, okay, I've never tried this.
I've never
I'm
heard of a coffee
super
Negroni.
curious about it.
I can see why it would work.
Yeah, conceptually it makes sense.
Works on paper, like many things.
So I'm going to do the same thing with this so we have a nice chilled glass. Take it. Ice it down. And for that we're going to be using a little rocks glass. Now in this one's particular case, I like to go big when I do my Negronis.
Our Navy goes so well with Campari. It's kind of dumb.
Yeah, so we're going to be doing the Navy Strength Gin. We're going to be doing Campari. And up until this point, it's looking pretty standard.
Equal parts, right? Whatever that is. I think we're doing 1 ounce, 1 ounce.
And then now we're changing it up with 1 ounce coffee liqueur
Okay, 1, 1, 1. It's easy so far.
and 1 ounce espresso
Ah.
to really get that kick of coffee home.
Okay.
I don't think
one,
you're going to really get the red of the
one.
Campari coming out in this one.
I'm not mad at that. I mean, it has that Black Russian look.
I was going to say, yeah, we've been doing some colorful cocktails
Yeah.
in the past. Not so much today, but this smells like it's going to be really good, so I'm kind of excited about this.
Jeff Porker agrees that Navy Negronis are the best.
Yes, I mean, rarely ever in my life have I done a true Negroni, which is equal parts these two, until the Navy.
Yeah.
It's one of the only gyms I found that can stand up to a full part of
And
Campari.
Negroni is the drink I've watched Keith make the most.
I
That's
would
fair.
believe it. I've seen him drink the most of it in one sitting.
Happy
Happy
birthday
belated
again.
birthday to me. I watched him drink like a
That was
16
your
ounce
birthday
Negroni.
gift. Me drinking a 16-ounce Negroni out of a solo cup. All right. Now this one we will be serving on ice.
I can see that as well. Needs a little. As with a lot of Negronis,
A little watering
thins
down
as you
does
go.
it,
Yeah, never hurt anybody. Well, I'm not mad at that. It looks like cream liqueur to you. It's not.
But it's
But
amazing
it's
how
sweet
that
like it,
espresso kind of creates that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, Sebastian's gonna like a lot of these cocktails. They are gonna have a little bit of a heavier texture. Not as heavy as cream liqueurs, but more towards that end of the spectrum for sure. Well, this looks beautiful. Look at a nice. Again, the more you shake. Okay, every time I say it, Briley's. The more you shake it, you are gonna get more froth. I can't even imagine how loud that is on the microphone. I'm so sorry.
Oh, what the? Sorry.
Sorry. If you like coffee, like black coffee,
Because that bitter is
yep,
gotta
you're
be.
gonna like this. If you,
Petra says so it's a breakfast treat?
it is a breakfast.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. That is more on the. So I get our friend Craig. I get in fights with because I really am not into the new oh, the coffee's got a lime zest. I'm like, no, it should be earthy and bitter and
I think so. I'm a sucker for chocolate, like dark chocolate and orange.
that's what that
And
tastes
that
like to me.
Campari like blends into the coffee.
Yes.
So you get like the orange of it,
Yes.
some of the bitter botanical, but
I don't
all-
know, Sebastian, if you'll like this one as much. It isn't as sweet. This is, to me, a true coffee. Like, I like just a shot of espresso.
I hope you don't like this as much.
Yeah, that's true. All right, here we go off camera. And now we're going to make a variation of my favorite drink.
Mm-hmm. Let me gather my tools. So I'm going to need.
This is still really good.
Okay. The texture. This has really got a sharp coffee note to it.
So
It
this
is a sharper coffee.
Yeah.
is one of Tara's favorites.
Black.
Has some pretty wonderful complexity to it.
A Martinez, to me, is the perfect drink. It has all the
Yeah.
things I want. And this is a version of a Martinez.
And what's interesting is in this one, we're not going to be using the coffee liqueur. We're going to be using just straight up cold brew coffee, and our sweetness is going to be coming from that Luxardo.
Well, I'm really excited about
And along with
the
that
coffee
cast
edition.
gin, where I'm
So
excited
this is
about what
classic
this
for
kind
a
of does.
Martinez. Usually you'll also drop a little bit of orange bitter in there, but in this case, for the bitter component, it's coffee. So this is a coffee Martinez, which I am pumped for you to make.
I think that Luxardo.
Yeah.
And then, so she recommended using the cast gin, so we get that
That's
vanilla.
what I use in my Martinez's.
So, again, same plan. And this is just, make this standard practice whenever you're making straight spirits of icing down your...
Yeah, I was just going to talk about Luxardo for a minute. So this is Luxardo. This is an actual liquor made from Luxardo cherries. There are many sherry-based spirits out there. There is no replacement for Luxardo in my mind.
That's true. And I would 100% agree.
If it calls for a cherry liquor, that's fine. But if it calls for Luxardo, it means that.
It means you need Luxardo.
It means Luxardo.
So on this one, we're going to start with 1 ounce of the cast gin.
I'm in. It's
And
already delicious.
It's so good. Then from there, we do 1.5 ounces of sweet vermouth.
Also known as red vermouth to a lot of people. It is
Yes.
sweet,
What you're going to encounter, it is much sweeter than dry vermouth.
which is
No,
the clear
Dry.
version, or the
White,
white.
yeah. And then we do 1/2 ounce Luxardo.
Delicious.
This one also is on the road to being a little prettier. And then we do 2 ounces cold brew coffee.
Now, cold brew is different than
It doesn't have the acidity
you
in
never
it.
heat
and
it,
yeah.
hence cold brew. And therefore, it's less acid in your coffee and pulls out different components to your coffee. So don't think that you made a hot pot of coffee, put it in your fridge, and made cold brew.
Yeah, that is
You
not
did
what
not.
happened. You hot brewed coffee that you've now chilled.
And that's also fine. I've done that, and it's good. And for iced coffee drinks, sometimes that's what you want. But that is not cold brew. Coffee also provided, all coffee provided by Langatang today.
All right. Ourselves a super fancy little
So
coupe glass
excited.
for this. Yeah, I am too.
In a stemmed coupe, how do you go wrong? That's pretty.
And there we are. So you don't get as much of that kind of protein, that little silky
Well,
head on it, but it
and
shows why
that's-
nitro coffee's so good.
Yes, it will, and also Kahlua is not in here. None of these are, even the Luxardo is not syrupy.
No.
The Kahlua definitely is a heavier, these are a little bit thinner. Man, I love a Martinez. It smells fun.
What hath we wrought? Oh, that smells really good.
So that's one I would have more than one of. So both of the other two are a little bit heavier. right?
So this is the lightest on the coffee
Yeah.
of all of them. Had
This
I really
is-
thought about that, I would have done that one first.
That's okay. This is even like taste, flavor, weight on the tongue. This one is the thickest.
Yeah.
This one's a little heavier, and this one's just like coffee.
Yeah.
This one, and that's the bitter coffee. This one is.
Tara is happy right now.
You saw it in my eye. You know the secret of what I'm actually
people.
excited. Yeah.
But we thought these would be a good choice for our back to school cocktails when
Wow.
you need a little pick me up when you're trying to come down from the
This
new
is
season.
a starter. These two are
Finishers.
dessert. Yeah. But no, like, right? Like, this is more aperitif-y.
It's bright.
yeah.
Much brighter.
that
I want
one
this
out.
guy. Me.
The Cascade
Oh, I
is
like
so
that.
good. All right. I'm not even
So-
sure if I had said coffee.
But
you would get it.
these are really tasty. And again, ways to kind of work coffee in your favorite cocktails outside of some of just the classics, or like an Irish coffee where you're adding whiskey into a bunch of coffee. Also, in a pinch, if you need espresso, don't have an espresso machine, go down to your local coffee shop.
Just ask your local coffee
Get a
shop.
few shots of espresso from them, and you have the perfect amount of coffee to go ahead and make some of these cocktails.
You don't need a lot, right? Like, there's the whole, like, oh, caffeine and depression. Like, we're not. The amount
No.
of caffeine you're really getting.
Well, an espresso, I mean, you don't need, just like with, all these are very spirit centric, right? There's no, espresso is the closest thing to count as a mixer
Yeah.
in any of the cocktails really that we've done. But espresso is really, really potent. So it's just driving home all these flavors in a much bigger way.
Most of these would be considered martinis.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, yeah, you have one or two,
Yeah,
and that's the point.
and that's exactly it. Big, intense, small amounts.
That's what they called
Big, intense,
Sebastian in high school.
small amounts.
Big
It
and
was like
intense.
junior to senior.
Yeah, that's different.
It was a transitional period.
Yeah.
I left on that night.
Sebastian, which one's your favorite?
That first one.
This one?
Yeah, yeah.
The espresso martini.
The
This is
sweetest
classic.
one.
Yeah.
This is classic. Briley, which one's your favorite?
I also think that first one.
Yep. Keith's.
I think you both know Tara and I's favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones that we were just
The ones that we gave you a
finally hit.
sip and then took
Yeah.
back. What do we got coming up, Keith? We've got a lot. We've got our first
do.
movie night.
We
the
do.
23rd.
That's going to be His Girl Friday.
Yep,
right?
a
Which
free
is gonna
movie
be a lot of fun.
here. No outside alcohol, but we should have food. And speaking of Langatang, that'll be there with food. We got
Oh,
drinks.
that's going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
And then we got cocktail class.
We got a
It's gonna
cocktail
be
class.
Spooky cocktail class.
No, not spooky for August. It is
Oh, that's
similar
right.
back
This
to
is
school.
the back to school.
And we've got some really fun Danish gin
I got ahead of
fizz.
myself on the cocktail class.
There are a couple of spots left on the cocktail class for August. I do believe September is sold out. But there's a couple spots for August, a couple for October. August is going to be stiff drinks for your happy hour. And I made some for these guys last week.
Tara was doing some trials the other day, and they were
Um,
pretty tasty.
I'm pretty excited about it. We've got, we're going to have another mini farmer's market on September 5th. I don't know. Check our socials. We've got a lot going on.
Well-
Barrel sampling event, yeah, and end of September. We got
September, big sampling, and I'm going to be out and about
You're-
again. Like the end of
yeah.
this month, I'm going to be doing Battle of the Brews over in Jeff City. So if we've got any
Mm-hmm.
Jeff City folks watching, please swing by.
We're kind of all over the place. We've been posting our calendar of events and stuff just because we've got a lot. A lot of things happening. We're excited to head into fall. It's cooler
It is.
weather this
It's a
week.
little- yeah, I'll definitely take that.
We'll pay for it. It was too nice. It's been too nice. But, well, guys, as usual, if you have any topics that you want us to know about, let us know. Shoot us a message on one of our various forms of socials. This will be posted on YouTube as well. I know I'm very behind on getting the recipes up and out. We will do that. But also, all of these are posted on YouTube, so you can rewatch if you need the recipe before I get around to it. That's what we got going. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope your August is going better than a lot of people's. The phrase down here is we've had better years, so we hope you're having a good one.
But we always have a motto with that too,
We do.
which is keep your spirits up.
Take us out, Sebastian.